Good morning, Clariphiles. Well, it's morning here right now. May not be morning when you're watching this, but, humor me. I wasn't planning on making this video, but it's going to be placed in between part 3 and part 4 of this double lip video. And the catalyst was a note from a friend in Canada about the previous 3 videos. And here's what he wrote. Your last 3 YouTube videos about French embouchure, I'm anticipating the 4th in the series, are superb. Never heard it explained that well by anyone. You make the central point that everything has to be in place. Symmetrical mouthpiece, balanced reed, proper tongue position, air. And that the basic sound concept is fundamental to achieving a good result. I hear so many players today who are obviously forcing to make the instrument play. Harold Wright was the opposite. There was a complete absence of any forcing, and it came through in every note he played. The freedom of expression that characterizes his style was a result of that non-forced approach. He's, of course, absolutely right about that. And so I responded to him in the following, and now this may ruffle a few feathers, but I beg your forbearance here, okay? Dear blank, not sure if you're familiar with the Aristotelian celebrated 4 causes, but my analysis is always based on this thinking vis-a-vis St. Thomas Aquinas. I mention it in a short essay on our website entitled What Aristotle Knew About the Clarinet. The causes are the material cause, the efficient cause, the formal cause, and the final cause. So in any analysis, I always start with the final cause and keep it ever uppermost in my mind. In the case of the subject at hand, the final cause would be the fluid and artistic production of the musical sound phrase on the clarinet, not just the making of tone. The making of tone, that's probably for door buzzers. That's why I presented the 3rd cause, saying French embouchure is not just about better tone, it's about better connected tones. Just as speech is not about speaking words perfectly, but expressively and compellingly connecting those words to form ideas and concepts that motivate and inspire. So the final cause, which is a detailed and refined understanding of the goal, not only gives an ordered purpose to the other 3 causes, but judges how well each of those causes serves the final cause. For instance, the first cause is the material cause. So let's say if you change the material of the clarinet, or any other part of the equipment, or the acoustical design of the equipment, the final cause would be used to judge such changes in the light of one's own understanding of the final cause. In other words, if you have a crude or inferior concept of what the clarinet's sound should be in terms of producing phrase and all that stuff, and just a crude understanding of music itself, then you're not going to be able to really judge equipment and any changes in equipment intelligently. Without a refined understanding of what the final cause should be, I'm going to repeat that, without a refined understanding of what the final cause should be, artistically, acoustically, and technically, your judgment will be inferior. For example, if you ran a box company and you had a bad idea of what a box should be, the production would be inadequate regarding the final cause, which would be the containment of a particular subject or substance. Ergo, you might make a box designed to contain liquid out of tissue paper. Not a great idea. The box would fail, and so would your company. The point is, it is absolutely essential to grow your concept of not just clarinet sound, but musical expressiveness and phrasing. That is why I don't recommend clarinetists to limit their listening and conceptual development to other clarinetists only, or even at all. when I did my master's thesis at Yale, I did it on Brahms's Opus 33, which is a song cycle, because my conceptual development on the clarinet was based on listening to really great German lieder singers. Anyway, I don't know if I've sent this to you. I'm speaking to him about the monograph that Russell Harlow wrote about studying with Harold Wright in 1978. Anyway, I don't know if I've sent this to you, but if not, my guess is you will find its contents both confirm and buttress your present conclusions. Specifically, success and comfort begins technically with a reed mouthpiece setup that satisfies the demands of the final cause to a high degree. Candidly, what dismays me about giving this thorough analysis in the form of an extensive YouTube workshop for free is the viewer comments. They're largely non-existent or non-applicable. I feel my efforts are in large part quixotic. You can look that up. What has gone wrong? Have clarinet players been cowed into being totally unable to think rationally about the clarinet? This whole thing is not a mystical process. Rigorous thought is required for success.